Hey, what is up, YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives and Lights with the Sunwayman F10R, part of the Falcon series. It comes with that lanyard, the instruction booklet, and the pocket clip that you see there. Now, this takes a CR123 size of battery. It can also use the lithium-ion equivalent. The max lumens on this, 290, but this also has a secondary red light and blue. All kinds of tricks. All right, size comparison with the Nitecore MH20. You see it's slightly shorter, right? So it's a little bit under 4 inches, but these use different types of batteries. All right, so a more fair comparison is the Nitecore EC11. These can use the same type of battery. You see the Sunwayman has a lot longer head assembly, right? So fairly long. It's got low, medium, high, and turbo modes. You can cycle through them like I am there with half presses. And the turbo will power down to high after 3 minutes. Now to get to the red and the blue, you twist the head assembly about 1/8 of an inch, and you get to red, white, and blue strobe. All right, that's the red, white, and blue strobe. You see that? And with half presses, you can select there's 3 other special modes, okay? There's the red SOS, and then there's continuous red, right, to save your night vision, can be useful. And that's the continuous blue. Okay, so this thing has all sorts of crazy tricks up its sleeve. And if you twist it again the other way, you see that it goes right back to its normal mode cycle with the white light. That's crazy. All right, to install or replace the battery, you just twist off that head assembly. And I'm using an Olight. That's what all that looks like. I'm using an Olight 16340, and that is what I would recommend. All right, so yeah, I mean, that's all pretty straightforward. Okay, coming up, the outside demo. We're going to go give you some beam shots at the window and on the testing board and lighting our path. Enjoy the demo. Okay, on the front steps, that's the turbo mode. We're going to cycle through the brightness levels and the white light strobe. Okay, the different brightness levels in that white strobe. It's more than enough to light your front steps if your light is out. All right, and we're going to show the special modes. That's the continuous red. It can save your night vision. I've heard many military guys inform me about that. All right, blue mode coming up. Continuous blue. It's a little bit brighter than the red mode, and I'm not sure what I'd use it for, but it's cool. Okay, strobe coming up. The red, white, and blue strobe. Quite patriotic. Yeah, you get the idea. That's damn cool. Okay, back to the turbo mode. We're going to take a little walk around back, and I'm also showing how this can light your path, crossing my my driveway, going around back. Yes, that was actually given to me by the local church, that large piece of wood. One of their trees fell down, and I asked if I could have some to chop at. Okay, testing board. So cycling through the first mode cycle again with the white strobe and the different brightness levels. Right, and like I said, the turbo mode will power down to the high mode after 3 minutes continuous use. Okay, the different colors coming up. Yeah, that's the red, white, and blue strobe again. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, it almost looks like a police light. All right, so you got to be careful. You don't want to be mistaken, unless you actually are. I have many police that subscribe to me, okay? But if you're not one of them, be prudent, be wise. You know, don't go around shining this from a vehicle. Where I live, you're not supposed to do that. You can't shine that from a vehicle. All right. Okay, longer range. Yeah, I'm in the window now, and well, this is filmed from the window. That's where I was. So it's not really a long-range light, but you can get some range out of it. That's where we were. That's my testing board. Okay, so it's not really meant as a long thrower, but as you can see, you can get a little bit of let's say, half of a backyard distance from it. So it is what it is. I mean, all in all, a very cool light. Yeah, pretty good. So final conclusions on this light. Wow, this has got to be the most fun toy that I've ever seen. Now, as a serious light, it would serve you pretty well. It's not as bright as many competitors, okay, because it's a little bit older light. I bought this myself. I tried to get it from different websites, but nobody had it in stock, or they only had one or two, so they said, we don't even need anyone to review this. And that just made me buy one even quicker because I was afraid that these were just not going to be produced anymore. So yeah, even though 290 is not as many lumens as many of the newer lights, a couple years ago that was considered really bright, and it still is. I mean, you could still use it to good effect to light your path. So in conclusion, this thing is awesome if you're a flashaholic and a gadget nerd, as I am. The red light would be useful in hunting or maybe military situations. You want to preserve your night vision, and overall, it's just a really fun light. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. I'll include a link for as long as it lasts. I found it on Amazon. It's been We All Juggle Knives and Lights. I'm out.